forward to doing that with you, and I thank you for the opportunity to join me this evening. Thank you.
I'll ask Dr. Rita Cheng to provide comments.
Throughout our long and shared history, NAU Flagstaff has been an outstanding example of the town-down relationship. And indeed, that relationship has led for a better quality of life for all members of the community, and our partnership has repeatedly been designated as one of the best college towns in America. A recent Bloomberg article titled How Universities Make Cities Great acknowledges that the university role is not just about education. And like in Flagstaff, the article notes that the universities boost local economies. Universities draw smart, educated people, boost productivity, and raise wages. People are drawn to the creativity and the vibrancy of a college town like Flagstaff. That is our challenge, that is our celebration. NAU is a tremendous success story. We serve a growing student body, welcome an increasingly diverse population of students, reach higher levels of student retention, student success, and research and scholarly reputation. Our students, our faculty, and our staff represent the strength and the quality and the reputation of the university. We're working hard to achieve the enrollment growth targets that will help address the state's workforce needs. We're doing this in a variety of ways. As Eileen indicated, we are expanding our relationships with community college across the state, growing programs on the Phoenix Biomedical Campus, ensuring our competitiveness in the online environment, and our current enrollment on the Flagstaff campus is 22,000, and we have 31,000 plus students enrolled statewide. NAU plays an important role in the workforce of Flagstaff and our state. We're an economic engine for Flagstaff, this region, and the state, generating nearly $2 billion every year for the Arizona economy. An NAU graduate lives in one of 2 households in Flagstaff. I would expect there would be a number of NAU grads in this room tonight as well. NAU's economic impact is broad. We pay a significant amount of taxes in the form of construction sales tax, sales and property taxes paid by our students, faculty, and staff. There's a direct correlation with NAU and the amount of revenue generated from the sales tax paid by visitors and conference attendees. NAU also pays directly for city and county services through fees paid for waste, wastewater inspection, just to name a few. Now, over the past few years, there have been many changes in our city and at NAU. Growth in NAU's enrollment, the Great Recession, and the impact on our economy, and the city's increasing draw of new and innovative businesses are all aspects of the change that's shaping our lives here in Flagstaff. I've got some data. You know I'm an old accounting professor, so I have to have some numbers now and then to just ground me. Our research shows that Flagstaff has added 4,000 jobs over the past 5 years. And in 2017, eclipsed pre-recession job levels. NAU has participated in this job growth by adding 300 jobs. And why are our jobs not the dominant? Because we didn't have the funding to do that. So we have contributed to a small portion of the jobs in Flagstaff since 2013. In addition to the growth in jobs, the city has witnessed a significant increase in tourism. Our numbers show that the city's bed, board, and booze tax, is that what it's called? BB&E? Brought in $4.9 million in 2013, but in 2017, that nearly doubled to $7.3 million. In 2010, visitation to Flagstaff was $4.3 million and is now trending Flagstaff also witnessed a steady increase in population with a 7% growth between 2010 and 15. And according to Econa's affordable housing, this is nearly double the rate of the national rate of 4.1%. So finally, we are continuing to see an influx of second home. In the 2010 study, 25% of our housing market were second homeowners. Today, this number is significantly higher. There are some that estimate perhaps as high as 40%. While NAU's numbers don't suggest that we are the sole reason for the growth in Flagstaff, we recognize that we are the main reason. We are the main reason that people want to move to Flagstaff to live and work, just like you do. Because they want to be part of a university town, they want to be part of groups of smart people. And our participation in the region's growth is a reflection not only of that draw, but also the state's drive to increase the number of college graduates and educated citizens. So I can certainly speak to the growth on NAU's campus. How exciting it was for me to assume presidency of NAU during a time when there were increasing opportunities for growth on a campus, knowing that the rest of the country was challenged in growth. I came here in the summer of 2014, and I had to get myself ready for 700 more students hitting the campus. And little did I know that in a couple of years later, there would be 1,000 students that chose NAU above other universities. Such growth obviously comes challenges, and that's why we're here tonight. Faculty, facilities, resources need to be adjusted to meet our students, and there's a daunting task in growth to make sure that we continue to be competitive and high quality. So what happened during that time? From 2010, as a baseline year, we've seen close to 5,000 students on the Flagstaff campus. This growth has been spread out over an 8-year time span. As you're aware, over a period of time, we have had the budget cuts, and we've had to be more efficient, doing more with less, which causes challenges and concern staff. But we have one thing: we have kept up with housing for our students on campus. We currently house about half of our students on the Flagstaff campus. Nationwide, NAU ranks about in the top 1% of universities that house their students. And I often get asked the question of why do we don't house them all? And really it's because students don't want to live on campus after a while. And dial back and think about your own college experience. During the time that we grew by 5,000 students, we also increased the number of beds on campus. We grew by about 30%. We increased the beds by about 35, and I'll give you some numbers. We did that to be part of supporting our students and our community. So we started in 2010 with this growth, and we had, since that time, 5,000 new students, and we increased our campus beds by 2,700 on campus. With the off-campus housing, we estimate that we will cover that 5,000 growth, plus add another 2,200 opportunities for Flagstaff residents. So that, I think, is important, that when I arrived 4 years ago, we were behind the game. We are moving to address our on-campus housing and also watching very carefully what's going on in the neighborhoods around our campus. I'll end by saying that we have a great relationship with the city. We began addressing off-campus student conduct, working in partnership with the city, so that we now have in our student code of conduct off-campus behaviors that we can address, similarly to what we do for on-campus behaviors. We've worked with the city to hire a neighborhood liaison. We have built additional housing on campus. We have a parking plan with downtown and south side. We developed an MOU to address land ownership and utility easements and road maintenance and the like. We initiated discussions together around the Rio de Flag project, We began working on transportation solutions, and we are in great partnership with NAPTA, which is the Northern Arizona Intergovernmental Public Transportation Authority. I have to write that down. So together we've come a long way, but we've got work to do. We accomplished these things with the city, and now it's an opportunity to bring the broader public together. We are your neighbors. Our faculty and staff and students are in your neighborhood. We volunteer in the community. We lead cultural events. We are in your churches and local schools and nonprofits. And I have to believe that with the great number of really smart people, that we can address the challenges that we have. I would be cautious of all of us pointing just to the university regarding growth, but I would acknowledge that we are a magnet, and whether it's our students or the talented faculty and staff that we hire, or the people who just want to be here to retire because it's a university town, we definitely have a desire by a lot of people to join us on the mountain town, and we need to figure this out. Thank you.
Thank you, President Cheng. And now we will ask Mayor Corlovis.
Hello, everyone. I'd like to say thank you to all of you for being here tonight to have this conversation with us. Mr. Babbitt said 7,000 people. 7,000 people. When I was growing up, I think there was approximately 30,000 people here. If you had the last four numbers of somebody's telephone number, you could dial those numbers, and you would always get that person. You didn't have to remember the whole entire telephone number. And then somehow we went from 30,000 people to 73,000 people. And I'm not even sure how that happened. Somehow we went from the Arizona Teachers School, the Northern Arizona Teachers School, to a teachers college, to a major research university. And I'm not really sure when all of that happened. We're being told that it happened after the downturn. We're being told that it happened just before the downturn. But somehow growth came to Flagstaff, Arizona. And that's really what we're dealing with right now, is this concept of growth. And for some of us who have been here a long time, that's extremely uncomfortable. As I look around the room, I'm like, how many people have been here